wonderful day of celebrations it was. The 16th Novare SA Terroir wine competition results were announced at a fantastic venue, the Overture restaurant, on a beautiful spring day, and lots of celebrations for good wine and good food. Wonderful to announce that the SA Terroir top wine for 2021 is a Chenin Blanc, and it goes to the 2020 villain Henning Chenin Blanc. Baie geluk, Kobie van Joen.
Yeah, I think every year there are more and more exciting wines being entered into the Terroir Awards. The classic categories seem to perform best. The Chenin Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, and then obviously Cab on the red side. And I'm not sure if it's because of the experience of the producers on those varieties, or whether it's the fact that many of those vineyards are older vines. And I think judging by the old vine category, old vines play a big role in the improvement in quality. And on the white side, I think the oaking and the judicious use of oak have actually helped to ensure better quality wines.
I think this is almost the only competition I'm aware of that actually gives recognition to the smaller estates or the smaller wine of origin places. So we're going back to the roots of the vineyard, and that vineyard or that grapes doesn't travel very far because it's from a selected area, small boutique area where that vineyard is situated.
The founders of the business took a decision 16 years ago to sponsor their wines, and part of the motivation was to support the smaller winemakers or smaller houses that make wine in order to encourage them to grow, from the bottom up. And that's really how Novare was started, and Novare has grown and continues to grow from the bottom up, right? So, and really that is the motivation for us to keep on being associated and sponsoring the awards, because we see a lot of similarities between the companies or the wineries in the awards as well as ourselves.
I was at the first one 16 years ago, and then it was a lot smaller than what it is today. We've seen a lot more entries, we've seen a lot more regions entering it, and I think definitely the quality of entries has really improved, which is wonderful, So, and also getting to know new wines has been really a great experience over the 16 years.
Time for the highlight of the afternoon, the 2021 Terroir Awards trophy winners. So we're starting with the Novare trophy for the SA Terroir Top Wine Estate. That goes with great acclamation, baie geluk, wel gedaan aan Rietvallei Wynlandgoed in Robertson. Albert Burger, kom haal jou trofee asseblief. It was a day of great achievements for the Burger family of Rietvallei Estate from Robertson, who also won the trophy for the top producer.
It's an honor to receive these two trophies on behalf of Rietvallei Wine Estate. The Rietvallei Wine Estate is now in the 7th generation. Kobus Burger is now the winemaker, and it's a privilege to work under him.
The Novare trophy for the SA Terroir Top Single Vineyard Wine. What is special about this wine, the 2019 Kullenhof Stellenbosch 1679 Bush Vine Chenin Blanc, is that it is another Chenin Blanc wine and another certified heritage vineyard wine.
This is a privilege for me to receive this award. The vineyard is basically on the corner of the R304 and the Bottlerij Road. It comes from one of our producers at the cellar, Gawie de Bois and Jacques de Bois from Sonop Farm. It is an old bush vine block, which is stationary on the southern slope. And we started fermentation in stainless steel tanks until about 5 bullings that we go down, and then we transfer it to new French oak barrels, 300 liters to be precise. After there, we mature it for a further 10 months in the barrels before we rack it off and decide when to bottle.
This year, the top award for the top area for the Terroir Awards of 2021 goes to Simonsberg Parel. And we ask the two representatives who are here today, Stander Maas and Johnny Karlitz, te kom om daardie wonderlike trofee in ontvangs te neem vir julle area.
It's a region that has been doing well for many years, national and international competitions, the decanter. And it's the second time we've won it. I think 2018 the region won the award for the best region at the Novare competition. And I think it's the soil with a lot of wind. Southeaster wind ensures that crop is low, ripening temperatures are low, and I think that's the main reason why it's doing well.
Wonderful to announce that the SA Terroir top wine for 2021 is a Chenin Blanc, and it goes to the 2020 villain Henning Chenin Blanc. Baie geluk, Kobie Viljoen.
Yeah, thank you very much. We are quite overwhelmed with this prestigious award that we just achieved. The vineyard has a vineyard in the Overture area, which is close to the Atlantic Ocean, close to Hermanus, which makes it quite a unique area to produce wine. And then the next great thing about this vineyard is that the age of the vineyard is 36 years old. Quite a nice story about the age of the vineyard is that we actually don't know exactly when it was planted, but we have a Weybridge document that they delivered some Chenin Blanc at the Verlierstop Co-op in 1983, which makes the vineyard quite old, in more than 35 years old, which then is a certification for the heritage range.
And how did you go around making the wine itself?
Yeah, of course, when you look at terroir, I think in general for the winemakers at this competition is that you want to make the vineyard speak more than all the tricks and the trades in the cellar. So you will do it as naturally as possible, or spontaneous, like I prefer to use the term. So the wines will be hand harvested and then spontaneous fermented in bigger oak, that you don't over oak the wine, so the expression of the terroir is the predominant and primal contribution to the wine.
While the 5 trophy winners received specially designed floating trophies, beautifully framed certificates were handed to all 32 national winners. These wines derive from 17 terroirs across the Cape Winelands, a clear sign that the country boasts numerous wine terrains whose soils and climate yield quality wines of different cultivars. The winemakers had an opportunity to say a few words about their wines.
I'll keep it short. The only thing I want to say is A, B, C. Anything but Cabernet. I don't think so. Cabernet is still king.
Good afternoon. Sure, they didn't teach us at Elsenburg how to use these, but I'm going to give it my best shot. I just thought the Cup Classics must be amazing. And I started out making one, and I told some of the local winemakers about it, and boy, did I get a few looks and death threats from the guys on that side of the world. How dare you use these 2 grapes for the production of Cup Classic? And my response was fairly simple, is that I just told them that the best Chardonnays and Pinot Noirs are those with bubbles in them. So thank you and cheers to 50 years of Cup Classic.
So ons is ek is van Groot Constantia en soos meeste van julle in die kamers sal weet dat ons het 'n redelike unieke klimaat daar in die suidelike hange van Tafelberg. So obviously die klimaat bietjie koeler. Ek sien ek is die enigste wynmaker met 'n baadjie nog aan hierso.
Sorry, Bulla. I know I spoke English earlier for you and Yem, and I see Devet as well. It's not your mother language, so I'll speak Afrikaans the next beat so you two lads and Yem can also understand.
Yeah, so I'll keep it in English, if everyone understands English, I'm not sure. Anyway, I just want to say, firstly, thanks to Novare. Really awesome. Just looking at Terroir as a unit on its own is unbelievable. I mean, there are many horses out there. You only need a good jockey to convert the good terroirs.
And you also need a good jockey in the kitchen, because food and wine are such wonderful partners. And the award-winning wines matched the masterpieces of Chef Bertus Passon.
It's lucky to do menus for events like this because they're all different, and especially for this event, we did this event last year as well, and this year's menu is a little bit different. So it's nice to get the sort of the same guests back, or some of the same guests, but offer them a different experience. I think for days like today, you don't need more than 3 courses, but the 3 courses are all very varied, and it ranges from sort of like raw fresh fish just to well-cooked meat, and then a very fresh, simple, fruity dessert. And for me, it's like the perfect lunch menu.
What we see in the 16-year progress of this competition, 3 years with us as the SANW being organisers of the competition, is how certain areas, specific wines, is unique, and we can see it in the results. Certain sellers just coming back year on year out and getting the prize for the best wine for a certain style in a certain area.
I know conditions remain tough for the wine industry, but I do want to say that there is good news. And the good news, ladies and gentlemen, is that we've got a vaccine, and it is incumbent upon all of us here to be ambassadors and to vaccinate and encourage others to also vaccinate so that life can return to normal.
And cheers to all the participants and all the winners at this year's 21 Novare SA Terroir Awards.